What is trauma bonding? What is it, right? Do you know what it is? Are you even aware that it even exists? Were you abused as a child? Did you have something traumatic happen to you in your life? You might have, okay? Some trauma wounds, all right? So let's continue with the article. This is a very important video. Save it, watch it later, digest it how you want, but this, you need to get a handle of this in your life. Why? That way you prevent from people from taking advantage of you, okay? So listen up, dude. Okay, what is trauma bonding, all right? Trauma bonding happens when an abuser uses manipulation tactics and cycles of abuse to make the victim feel dependent on them for care and validation, causing a strong attachment or bond. All right, this can happen to you from your mother. Okay, maybe your mother's a narcissist. I know I have one like that. You know, I'm not, throwing shade. I'm just calling it how it is. All right, narcissists. That's how it is. All right, you can't, okay, keep these people in your life. These people who are going to mistreat you, pretend that they're your friends, and then you open up to them, and then you tell them the most personal things, and then they use it against you. And then they want to hurt you, and then they want to have sex with you. Think of how these people think of you. If that's what's going on, all right? You don't want this shit happening to you, all right? These people are cowards. These people won't come out and stand up to you or courageous. They're not courageous, they're cowards. Why? Because these people are not people who can stand on their own. These people have to fake it till they make it. And they realize that they will never be able to get somewhere to where other people's with charisma, like such as myself, can get to. So what do? They try to take you down because they want to bring you down to their level, because they know they cannot climb up like you can. They're lowlifes. That's who these people are. You should call them out at all times. Calling these people out will humble them to a degree. These people are no good. These people are also abusers. So this is also trauma. These people most likely got it from a family member. Maybe your mother, maybe your father, but you got it from somewhere. Okay, so here we go. This often occurs in romantic, narcissistic relationships. I knew a girl at the gym. She was in one out of those type of relationships. She chose to be there. All right. So this guy lies to her and this and that. That's on you. Anyways, but can also occur in families. See? Friendships and work relationships. We all know those narcissists at work. See, these people want to get close to you. All right. And then they want to cause trauma in your life. And these people think that they need to humble you because you feel good about yourself and you're living a better life than these people, but yet they want to humble you. Yet they can't do the work to make themselves better, but they want to humble you. See how sick these people are? They're cowards. Trauma bonding in a relationship can coincide with any physical or sexual abuse that may be present. You see? So these people come out and hunt you down. If they notice that you have trauma, they'll come over and love bomb you and tell you how they're so sweet and this and that. And then they flip it on you. See? These people can't hunt on their own. They have to get the weakest people, cowards. But whether the abuse is purely psychological or a combination of the two, it may feel impossible to simply walk away. See, they use you against you. You're a good person. And you let one of these narcissists get attached to you. Why? Because you have the energy they need, because they're dead. They don't have life. They can't get life because of who they are, who they keep choosing to be. All right? They keep choosing to be that terrible, shitty person. Okay? Even when you are being harmed, it can take survivors a long time to find the tools to detach themselves from their trauma bond. And often they stay longer than they should out of fear. Are you in fear? Don't let these people put you in fear. These people are cowards. Remember that. All right? So should out of fear, they should stay longer than they should out of fear for their safety or livelihood, which can lead to even worse instances of abuse before they can break free. Please understand, you need to get out. You need to leave. You need to find a way to get out. There's tons of places you could go. Go to the cops. Go to the fire department. Talk to someone at the gym. Jeez. It's simple. People will protect you. Trust me. Especially if you're a woman. All right? There'll be guys who will try to help you. All right? Who is more susceptible to trauma bonding? All right? People with relational and emotional trauma are typically targeted by perpetrators in a trauma bond, okay? Intentionally or otherwise, it can be common for abusers to seek out strong, driven, educated, and independent thinkers so that they can make themselves feel superior. See what I'm talking about? When they finally break them down. You see what I'm saying? These people can't do what I'm doing, but yet they want to break me down and act like they're superior to me. Bro, I have people who are narcissists doing black magic on me as we speak every day. Do you have people hating you like that? Every day. They're even in my family too. Every day. They do this shit against me. So all of you out there who want to take your, get in line. You're all cowards. All of you. Hurting people. Just to get, oh, yeah, that's how disgusting you are doing this to people, okay? Other risk factors for trauma bonding include people with dependent personalities, okay? Anyone who puts a lot of value on the good times and is quick to forgive. Does that sound like you? I hope that's not you. All right. Anyone with a history of being abused in the childhood. All right. A lot of us, 75% of Americans go through trauma. So there's a 75% chance that you're letting people take advantage of you. Maybe not like this, but to some degree, because you're not standing up for yourself, because you don't believe in yourself, because you don't love yourself. Okay. That's the only reason why these people target you. People with disorganized, anxious, or avoidant attachments. Maybe that you. Maybe that is you. People with tendency to question themselves even despite strong evidence that suggests they aren't to blame. Okay? These are all things. Other risk factors for trauma bonding include, that's what I'm naming off here, okay? Very important for you to understand where you are in your relationship, okay? So I'm gonna go to number 1, Okay, the 7 stages of trauma bonding are: number 1, love bombing. Do you know what that is? Okay, love bombing involves the sudden, intense attempt to create a we, all right, in a relationship, though through high praise and excessive flattery. While this dynamic typically occurs between a perpetrator and a victim of abuse, it can sometimes involve other people surrounding the couple, like maybe your mom. Okay? Maybe she thinks that you're competition for her because the men that she likes also likes you. Narcissistic mothers, they're out there. Okay? They do this. Sometimes in some abusive circumstances, the abuser may seem oblivious to their manipulation. However, that is typically not the case in trauma bond, okay? In trauma bond, love bombing can subtly set the stage for an abuse dynamic by, okay, this is very important. You're going to do this. If you're in this kind of relationship, you will allow the abuser to prey on the victim's emotions, deep hopes, desires, and dreams. You don't want these people next to any of these things when they're with you. Dude, get out. These people will make it a mission to destroy your life. Like I just said, I have people in my life using black magic, trying to get rid of me. Okay? This is what people do. This is why you got to cut these people off. They won't quit because they have nothing else going on in their lives. They're low lives. They're hurting just like everybody else. All right? So it is similar to someone saying, look what I can offer you and no one else. Meanwhile, they're abusing you. Okay? Causing the victim to let their guard down. This is what you're going to do if you stay in this relationship. All right? Causing the victim to let their guard down and trust the abuser's intentions. This person's going to abuse you and then they want to have sex with you? How degrading. Number 2, trust and dependency. You trust these sick people? In this stage, an abuser may purposely test the victim's trust and dependency on them, usually leading to the target feeling guilty for questioning their partner. Guilt trips. You see? Oh, no, honey, you're just crazy. It's not like that. No way. And you let your guard down. Okay? That's terrible. All right? So when confronting the abuser at this stage, you may get a lot of flack for for arguing with them, okay? Discounting all they have done for you, which is why the love bombing stage provides a vital setup for dependency. In trauma bonds, the idea that you can trust an abuser in the relationship is an illusion. I suggest you read this. This is going to be down at the description. Read it for yourself. There's a lot more here that you should know. If you want to stay in these kind of relationships, you're going to have to read this article, okay? Especially if you had trauma when you were a child, all right? I know I had, all right? So you are watching Let's Talk About It with Mario Vega, where you will hear things like this. Also abuse, also drug addiction, porn addiction, all sorts of things, because those are the things that I went through in my life. And I'm here making videos to help people who may need some direction, because we all need help with ourselves. All right, so let's get back to number 3, criticism. Once they get your trust, emotional abusers may start to pick apart some of your qualities. They want to wear you down to a nub where you go to them. Once they get your trust, emotional abusers may start to pick apart some of your qualities, identifying them as insignificant or problematic. They want you to change. This criticism can feel sudden, especially after experiencing a love bombing stage. But it is common for abusers to wait until the victim trust has been earned. All right? Okay? The victim trust has been tested before they begin criticizing them. Wow. All right? The criticism phase is mostly noticeable during intense arguments or disagreements. Is that ringing a bell in your relationship? I hope not. All right. Number 4, manipulation and gaslighting. Gaslighting, okay, and manipulation are two forms of psychological abuse often seen in traumatic bonds that ultimately makes victims question their reality and perception. They want to play mind games with you. Gaslighting will never fully or honestly take responsibility for their behavior and tend to shift blame onto the other person. Does that sound familiar in your relationship? It is very common for gaslighters to suddenly seem calm, cool, and collected, but they're not. They're cowards. A facade, a mask. I know you wear a mask. That's why you're a coward. Every single one of you, a coward. Resignation and giving up. When dealing with a trauma bond, it is very common for targets of abuse to start giving in to some point to avoid more conflict. How sick. You're going to shut down because you don't want to deal with these people. And they want to stay there. And they want to be your everything because they have nothing. No one wants to come to them because people know these people are no good. That's why they have to do this to you, the weak person, the one who's out in the outskirts of society. That is who they target. Don't be these people. Don't feed the narcissists. Let them starve. Okay? So, the fawn trauma response or bargaining and people-pleasing behaviors may ensure the relationship can remain somewhat stable. Targets may have some awareness they are being manipulated, but the small awareness may not be enough to exit the relationship yet. Are you in this stage? I hope not, because the target may still be questioning. See, that's what they want you to do. Be questioning yourself in reality, whether or not they are to blame for the abuser's behavior. It is not you, it is them. Okay? Don't let narcissists do this to you. I recommend that you read the article down in the description. And these people do not belong in your life. If you're a good-hearted, honest person, look at the people around you, either at work, your relationship, at church. Just because you go to church doesn't mean these people aren't there either. Okay? People are people. And I hope that this story helps you change your life, because I will see you in another video.